Hello and welcome to another Surfire Dog 100 production. If you don't know why I'm so happy today, it's because YouTube has now upped the upload limit on YouTube from 10 minutes to 15. Well, it was actually 11 because they gave you some leeway. But let's see what kind of Pokemon you can find here. This is Granite Cave, basically the second dungeon of the game. A dungeon is basically a cave or a forest. But first up, well, let's explain this Pokemon, Abra. Abra is a pretty decent Pokemon. I really don't recommend it though. Actually, yeah, I do recommend it. It's a great Pokemon in its evolved forms. Abra isn't quite the best though, but its evolved forms are extremely powerful, so yeah, if you find one, I recommend it. But yeah, click here to get an escape rope, which will be useful for escaping this dungeon. Well, next up, Zubat. Zubat is basically one of the most common Pokemon you will find here. Zubat are pretty decent Pokemon. I used one in my Pokemon Pearl LP. So, yeah, Zubats are pretty useful. There's a really underrated Pokemon. So, but yeah, if you find one, I seriously recommend it. It is very useful. Well, as you can see, I'm battling this Aeron. I'm trying to gain some experience. I won't get that much done with this. I don't want to use Ember on it, though. I just don't feel like wasting an Ember on an Aeron, so... Yeah, plus Poochyena is really close, too. Come on, that was a critical. Well, since I ran into one of these, let's explain Aeron. Aeron is a pretty good steel type for this early in the game. I highly recommend one if you find it. But yeah, Aeron, a great Pokemon. Its evolved forms are some of the best in the game. Second to Bagon, I believe. So yes, I highly recommend these Pokemon. But I recommend that if you do catch one, keep it out of the second gym. So yeah, yeah, Aeron, highly recommended. Next up, Makuhita. Makuhita, great Pokemon. I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball at this since I'm bored. But yeah, Makuhita is a great Pokemon. Good fighting type for this early, but I hate its evolved form, so yes, I would say stay away from it actually. Well, before I continue on with the next bio, I didn't catch this Aeron just to catch it. It is my next Pokemon, yeah! A Pokemon that is clad in steel armor. A new suit of armor is made when it evolves. The old discarded armor is savage as metal for making iron products. Aeron is one of my favorite Pokemon in this game. When I was designing my list, it was either between an Aeron or Bagon, but since Bagons are kind of rare to find and you don't find them till the end of the game, yeah. But next up, Geodude. Geodude is another one of the rarest, is basically probably the rarest thing you will ever find in this cave. Trust me, you don't find them easily. But yeah, if you find one, I highly recommend one. It's a pretty decent Pokemon, so yeah. If you find one, it might be useful to get one. But yeah, next up, Salabai. Salabai is another one of those. Well, it's a ghost type and something else, but it has no super effective weakness to it, so that could be useful, but again, just because it has no weaknesses doesn't mean it's a great Pokemon. Personally, it is not the best. I've used one before. It is not really that helpful. Not really that strong. Doesn't learn some of the best moves in the world, so... I gotta say stay away from it. And then last up, Nosepass. That devastating Pokemon that was used in the first gym. Yeah. Nosepass, not... It's pretty good, but due to how hard it is to find, I don't recommend it. Well... yeah, look, Torchic grew to level 16. Yeah, Torchic is trying to learn Peck. Yes, Peck is a great move, which is kind of it seems kind of awkward for a Torchic Torn Peck, but because it's a flying type move, but I highly recommend Peck. It's a good move. And look! Oh, what? Torchic is evolving! Yeah! No, I'm just joking. I already knew it was going to evolve. That's why I was battling wild Pokemon. But yes, what is it going to evolve into? Come on. Take your guesses. Combuskin! Combuskin. One of my favorite Pokemon in the game. And it learns one of the best moves when it evolves. Double Kick. Double Kick is going to take the place of Scratch. It always hits twice, well usually, unless it actually only misses. But it hits twice, and it's a great fighting type move. Yeah. Let's go over a little Combuskin first. Combuskin, a great Pokemon. It's the evolved form of Torchic, a very great Pokemon. Yeah, I can't stop saying great, but it's a fire and fighting type now, 2 types. It's great for the second gym because now fighting doesn't affect it as much as it would if it was just a fire type. It's got pretty decent special attack, actually. Well, I don't know what its special attack is in the book. Let's look it up, see how many stars it's got. But it's got a pretty decent attack, also. Here we go. Combuskin. It's got great attack and special attack, rated 3 stars out of 5. It's also got decent HP. Yeah, it's gonna stay up there with some of your good ones for a while. It doesn't have the best defense or special defense in the world, though, so yeah, if you can work around that, it is a great Pokemon. It learns pretty great moves being fire and fighting, so yeah, I highly recommend it. Now let's get Poochyena out here to gain some experience. But yeah, well, I got pretty much this place memorized. If you don't know how to get through it, I would recommend finding a map or something off the internet. So yeah. Go, Poochyena! Dang it, that's super effective. I just wanted to get it to 16, then I'll go for Repel. Yes, by the way, Bite is one of Poochyena's most devastating attacks it'll basically learn, other than a Takedown. That's going to be one of its best moves. So yeah. Well, now that we did that, let's throw up a Repel. Stop wild Pokemon from coming at us. Remember, a Repel only stops 100 steps, so Repels aren't the greatest items. Now these rocks here, if those are the rocks that you smash to get a Nose Pass. Click this rock right here up the stairs to get an Everstone. It stops Pokemon from evolving. Let's say you have a Slackoth and you want to keep it a Vigoroth without going to a Slacking so that it doesn't learn that ability again. Yeah, so it would stop it from evolving into Slacking. Well, anyway, talk to this mysterious guy. Hi, my name is Steven. This is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter for me? Jackson handed over the letter. Steven. Okay, thank you. You went through all that just to deliver this to me. I'll take you with this TM. It's my favorite move, Steel Wing. Now, before you get this, I recommend you think. Seriously think what Pokemon you're going to teach this to. Don't go teaching it to a worthless Pokemon, trust me. It's a strong move, so don't just waste it for no particular reason on a worthless Pokemon you're probably never going to use again. But anyway, get it on here for your escape rope and use it. It gets you out of a dungeon immediately. Well, in the last part, I said that we would be challenging the gym. But, sadly, I don't think we'll be able to fit the gym in this part. Well, actually, we probably could, but I don't feel like it. Plus, I need a few more levels on my Pokemon, so yeah. Where are we bound? For Slateport. Yeah, let's get some experience in Slateport, and right before our next rival battle, we'll come back. this is what I recommend everybody does. Oh, remember that ship's there, but this is what I recommend that you should do because there is not enough trainer battles between the first gym and the second gym to actually gain some good experience. So I would seriously recommend that you... Yeah, well, there's a swimmer right here, so yeah, be careful about that. Remember, there's hidden trainers everywhere. There's also one right there. But this is the seashore house. There's more battles in here, but you can also grab one of the pretty good item in this place. Soda Pop, you can buy it. It is a pretty good Pokemon. It's a lot better than potions and all the other items. It's extremely cheap, so yeah. Well, let's go in here. I'm not sure if this is required or not, but I think you do have to go in here and talk to this guy. He'll just talk about some nonsense. Where's this thing going? Where's this doohickey? You passed for a bald scientist? You're talking about doohickeys and stuff. You're building ships, yeah. I would have seriously hired you. But yeah, sorry, I'm still having a little audio trouble, but I hope it will be fixed. Well, the next place we have to go is the museum. Although I think we have a few battles to do in it, so I am not going to go through it. Yeah, we have battles to do. So, well, actually only like 2 or 3, but yeah. But you have to pay $50 to get in, so yikes. Yeah, so be careful. Go to the PC to heal. This is the... No, I think that's the Pokemon fan club. This might be the name raider. Yep, the name raider's house. I don't think he really gives you anything. He just kind of rates your names. That you get nicknames you give to a Pokemon. The fan club. I think that's where you get scars for contest, if I'm correct. It's like a little marketplace. You can get a few items there. Yeah, not much different from any other town. But, ooh, what's this? A big, mysterious building with a Pokeball on top. This is a battle tent. One of 3. There are 3 battle tents that will prepare you for the battle frontier. They deal with 3 different things that you can do. I would recommend using them. You can get 3 okay items. I don't think they're the best items if you win, but yeah. It's decent. It's decent, yeah. I would recommend using it if you want to have some fun. I don't think I'm going to talk about it or show it, though. Because that's what the Battle Frontier is for. You got the Slateport Harbor. You can get in the... This place is important later in the game. But anyway, come up here to the next route. Route 110. If you had a bike, you could go into the cyclist route. But, yeah. Well, I'm not going to explain the new Pokemon here yet. I'll explain that for next time since we got these Team Aqua guys blocking us. Yes, this is the first time you officially run into Team Aqua other than that one Team Aqua grunt we saw. So yeah, those guys are blocking your path, forcing you to go to the museum. Like I said, I think once my Pokemon get around level 20, we will challenge the gym. Because, in my personal opinion, also in Shadow Tony 100's opinion, they do not give you enough time to train between the 2 gyms. You have literally like 4 trainer battles between the 2 gyms. No, 6 trainer battles. And that'll get you a level or 2, not much. So yes, I would seriously recommend skipping that gym, coming over here and battling all these trainers. Going back to the gym, it'll be 100 times easier, and then going on to the 3rd gym and beyond. But yeah, unless you only have like 2 Pokemon, they're in their 20s, and they're not weak to fighting types, go ahead. But if you have anything that's weak to fighting, keep it out of the fight. Like I am keeping my Slackoth and my Poochyena away from the fights. Yeah. I have to level up Torchic and Aron. Well, I'm keeping Aron away too because he's got a quad weakness to it, if I'm correct. So, wow, I have 3 Pokemon weak to fighting type moves. Ooh, that's bad. But, well, I guess I'll show you more next time. It's been a Sir Fardark 100 production. Signing off.